Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Stephanie McMahon has made several massive decisions in her life. She recently revealed she was not ready for one of them. After dating for nearly 3 years, the billion-dollar princess and Triple H married in 2003. About 3 years later, the couple welcomed their first daughter, Aurora Rose. Over the next 4 years, Stephanie and the game had 2 more girls, Murphy Claire and Von Evelyn. Their eldest daughter turned 18 last year and also recently went to college. In the first episode of her new show, Stephanie's Places, McMahon interviewed CM Punk. As they discussed his life choices, he asked the billion-dollar princess whether she was ready to be a mother before she gave birth to Aurora. The 48-year-old revealed that she was not and that she was very scared. The first episode of Stephanie's Places discussed WWE returns. Before interviewing CM Punk, Stephanie McMahon spoke with her husband, Triple H, about the subject. As the Game recalled his return from a career-threatening injury he suffered in 2001, Stephanie McMahon told him that she remembered that time because they were together, and she was in love with him. She also pointed out that she still feels the same today, nearly a quarter of a century later. Stephanie also addressed her WWE departure in 2023 in the intro of her show, disclosing that she decided to resign to focus on the people she loved, her family. Stephanie McMahon is no stranger to pressure. Growing up as the daughter of WWE Chairman Vince McMahon, she was raised in the chaotic world of sports entertainment. From her early days as an on-screen character to her executive roles in WWE, she has always exuded confidence, power, and control. However, in a rare and candid interview, Stephanie revealed that there was one moment in her life when she felt completely unprepared and terrified, taking a major real-life step that would change her forever. "I was scared to death the whole time," she admitted. "I didn't feel ready, but sometimes life doesn't wait for you to be ready." So what was this pivotal moment? Was it stepping into WWE's corporate world? Becoming a mother? Leaving WWE altogether? Let's take a deep dive into Stephanie's journey and the challenges that left even one of the most powerful women in wrestling feeling vulnerable. For most of her life, Stephanie McMahon was expected to carry on the McMahon legacy. As the daughter of Vince and Linda McMahon, she was raised in a family where business and wrestling were inseparable. Growing up in the McMahon household, WWE wasn't just my dad's job. It was our life. It was our dinner table conversations, our vacations, our weekends. Everything revolved around it. Despite the high expectations, Stephanie didn't take a shortcut to the top. She started working for WWE in her teenage years, doing everything from answering phones to working in creative. "I knew I had to prove myself. I didn't want anyone to think I was just the boss's daughter getting handed everything." But even with all the experience she gained over the years, there were certain real-life steps that no amount of preparation could make easier. One of the first major challenges Stephanie faced was transitioning from a behind-the-scenes employee to an on-screen character. In 1999, she was thrust into WWE's wildest era, the Attitude Era, as part of the infamous McMahon-Helmsley storyline with Triple H. Stephanie was not a trained performer, yet she was suddenly thrown into main event storylines alongside legends like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Undertaker. "I had no acting experience, no promo experience, and I had to go out there in front of thousands of people and millions watching at home. It was terrifying." She revealed that her father, Vince McMahon, expected perfection from her. "My dad's philosophy was sink or swim. He didn't coddle me. He expected me to deliver from day one." Though she eventually became one of WWE's most compelling villains, she admitted that her early days were filled with doubt and fear. "Every time I walked out there, I was scared. Scared to mess up, scared to let my dad down, scared to embarrass myself. But I pushed through it because I had no other choice." While her on-screen relationship with Triple H began as a storyline, their real-life romance blossomed behind the scenes. By 2003, they were engaged, and Stephanie had to take one of the biggest personal steps of her life, marrying someone in the same industry under the public eye. I was in love, but I was scared. Scared of being in a high-profile relationship, scared of how it would affect my role in WWE, scared of whether I could handle the pressures of being both a wife and a businesswoman. Despite her fears, Stephanie and Triple H built one of the most powerful partnerships in wrestling history. They balanced their marriage with their careers, working side by side in WWE for decades. But their biggest challenge was yet to come: parenthood. When I became a mother, that was the moment that truly scared me to death. I could handle boardrooms, I could handle live television, but raising a human being, that's a whole different level of responsibility. Stephanie and Triple H now have 3 daughters, and she admitted that learning to balance motherhood with her WWE career was the hardest thing she's ever done. There were times when I'd be in the middle of a meeting, and all I could think about was whether I was spending enough time with my kids. It's a constant struggle. In January 2023, Stephanie McMahon made a shocking announcement. She was resigning from WWE, stepping away from the company she had spent her entire life building. That decision was the hardest one I've ever had to make. WWE is my family, my home. But for the first time in my life, I had to put myself and my family first. Stephanie didn't go into detail about the reasons behind her departure, but it was widely speculated that the return of Vince McMahon to WWE's boardroom and the company's impending sale played a role. I wasn't ready to leave, but sometimes life forces you to take a step you're scared of. Many fans saw her resignation as the end of an era, and while Stephanie hasn't ruled out a return in the future, she admitted that stepping away was terrifying. I had dedicated my whole life to WWE. Walking away felt like losing a part of myself, but I knew it was time. With WWE under new leadership and Triple H now in charge of creative, Stephanie is embracing a new chapter in her life, one that doesn't involve the constant pressure of running a global empire. For the first time in my life, I'm learning to just be present. I'm spending more time with my kids, focusing on my health, and thinking about what truly makes me happy. Though she remains one of the most influential figures in wrestling history, she seems content watching from the sidelines for now. Do I miss it? Of course. Will I ever come back? Never say never. Stephanie McMahon has built her legacy by taking on challenges she didn't feel ready for. From stepping into the ring, to building a family, to leaving WWE, she has faced every major life transition with a mix of fear and resilience. Her story is a powerful reminder that being scared doesn't mean you're not capable. It just means you're human. I've been scared a lot in my life. But the thing about fear is, if you push through it, you come out stronger on the other side. Whether she returns to WWE or not, Stephanie McMahon's legacy is undeniable. She has proven that fear doesn't define success. How you overcome it does.